Hello, fans of the Monday Movie Club. You might know notice one of our cadre. Is that a good word? Is missing today. Mark is in bed with some woman, I guess. Okay.
Flu.
This week, Annie picked Now You See Me from 2013, which is number 3,440 on the Franken list.
But we
Right
don't see
smack
Mark
dab
this
in the
week.
middle there. I'm Frank Gaffney, Frankoline. With us, as always, Joel Fenster in the kitchen, Mark Wotis I'm reading my notes. And Goldfuck, no cringer, no
He's right
cringer.
here.
And Annie King in the kitchen where Joel is as well.
Yep, that's where I
Okay.
belong.
Hey, Annie, why now you see me?
Oh, it's one of those genres that I love where you have to figure out what's happening, like all the little things that it's just fun to watch
Had you seen it?
like 20 times.
Oh, okay. I had seen it once before. Um, and let me just say this about that. I didn't even know there were two sequels now.
Yes.
I thought I thought the one right now is the second sequel. I'm like, wow, that was a long time between
Well, it is
movies.
the second sequel.
And it still was a long time between the first sequel and the second sequel.
Yeah. Okay, here's the plot. Charismatic magician leads a team of talented illusionists called the Four Horsemen. Atlas and his comrades mesmerize audiences with a pair of amazing magic shows that drain the bank accounts of the corrupt and funnel the money to audience members. A little bit of Robin Hood going on. Is that wrong? Are you
No,
saying,
it's not wrong per se. It's just a horrible description of the movie.
well, you tell the interwebs that it's horrible.
I just did.
Okay, so this one is basically a magic trick that dares you to look closely, but it doesn't play by the rules. It's all flash and sleight of hand, and wow, that was clever until you think about it for more than 5 seconds. And you're like, wait a minute. The plot is wildly predictable, but it zips along so confidently that you don't really mind being ahead of it the whole time.
And how
And the
long it is.
movie, I'm sorry.
And how long it is.
And the movie carts out a parade of well-known faces, Woody Harrelson, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, just like a little studio checklist, bing, 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 for a glossy Hollywood blockbuster. And everyone's having fun. The twists are big and dumb in an enjoyable way. And the movie knows exactly what it is, a slick, disposable crowd pleaser.
That is some hot fucking tea, Annie.
Yeah, really. Steaming.
Jeez.
It's dry ice.
You won't
Right.
remember the trick later, but it's a bit of fun while it's happening. Okay. Then observations while watching. It was fun to see Paris since I had just been there. And Conan O'Brien, who looked much younger. He's very old and wrinkly now. And I can definitely hear the executive saying, how about an Ocean's 11, but with magic? Okay. And then the ridiculousness, I did take a lot of notes. But the FBI agents rushing on the stage and end up in the big pile, and my beautiful Mark Ruffalo agreed to this crap. Somebody gave me a hands up.
No, we all just moved.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
just moved. Well, actually, just Annie and Frank flipped places on my screen. It's a magic trick.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
I thought for sure that meant Mark was coming.
You
Me
know,
too.
Okay. And now it says, we notice you have spoken, so we'll lower your hand.
You
In
raised
5
your
seconds.
hand.
I didn't, I'm nowhere near the keyboard.
it's this
Okay.
stupid AI thing, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. And then and Jesse Eisenberg is like his stylist was like, we'll give you hot hair and a little facial hair so you look cool. Yeah, he will never be cool. He's always a nerd. That's it. Sorry. And
But
then
that's
the
okay,
chase.
Frank.
What?
But that's okay. We got a nerd right here. Don't be,
No,
disparaging the nerd.
I'm this way.
No, you're right
Wherever
there.
he is, let's not disparage our nerd. I'm not disparaging. It just was weird that he was trying to step out of that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, no, it's not really working.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
David Copperfield's a nerd essentially, and a fight.
No, he's a little hot and sexier than Jesse Eisenberg, certainly. He could make the Statue of Liberty disappear. Okay. And the chase that was filmed on the 59th Street Bridge, I'm sure the commuters loved that. When the hell did they do that? That was crazy. And then it was over. Who cares? This one gets 3 stars from me. It's flashy, predictable, but it is fun. So it was fun. I didn't hate it watching it a second time. I don't need to watch it a third time, but it was fun. And do you agree it was fun?
It was fun. The notes I wrote was, who else picked the 7 of diamonds when Jesse Eisenberg showed his cards that ended up being the card? I love that kind of trick where your eyes just, it's just great. We each see a magician do their stuff, and then they all have a tarot. Oh, I was just writing down what the plot was because I watched this 3 weeks ago. They just stole all the money from Michael Caine and gave it to the Hurricane Katrina. Oh, we're 1 hour in, and it's just a bit slow, but kind of fun. Something about this movie I'm finding slightly difficult to follow. I mean, I'm following, but I feel like I'm missing a lot of the nuances because this is the first time I'm seeing it. Also, the cinematographer constantly making the camera spin around the center of attraction or attention is driving me crazy. Enough with the spinning. I hated that. The notes I write are ridiculous. Because I knew nothing about this movie, even when it was on our list, I was like, what the hell movie is this? I definitely never saw Mark Ruffalo being Kaiser Sose, even though it wasn't anything I even thought to look for. I didn't know it was that kind of movie, so I wasn't even thinking that. So when he was revealed, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And I'm sure people going into it knowing the kind of movie might have immediately thought, okay, the FBI guy, of course, is this guy, but okay, no.
Yeah, I
good.
mean, everybody thought it was the French lady that was the plant, of course.
Yeah. I try not to overanalyze.
Again, sleight of hand. They're tricking you into thinking that.
Sure.
Just like showing you that 7 of diamonds.
But I feel like years later, because we're so much more mature and sophisticated, it's almost always the last one you would expect. But I really, really liked that part of it, and I had no idea. So I liked that. Yeah, I'm just going to give it a soft 3 stars. I liked it, but I don't need to see it anymore. It was a little silly.
Okay.
Should
I read Mark's thing?
Yeah.
I won't be on the Zoom. I'm blubbering, coughing mess all weekend. Sorry to miss you guys. I like this one. This is the 3rd time I've seen it, but it had been a while since the last time, so I had forgotten enough to still be surprised by stuff. It took me 2/3 of the movie to remember that it was Mark Ruffalo all along. It's a fun heist movie with clever tricks and a good cast, but some of the overtop, ridiculous stuff going on, especially towards the end, that was confusing and just silly. Still thoroughly enjoyable. I'll be rewatching 2 and seeing the 3rd one for the first time in the near future. 3 stars from our missing comrade. Joel, you've seen this before, of course.
Yes, I've seen it a couple of times. But like Mark, I hadn't seen it in a while, but I remembered, the twists and turns.
Yeah, I didn't remember that it was Mark Ruffalo all along when I wrote the first note. Why did he agree
good.
with it?
It's, I think you said it best, Frank. It's Ocean's 11 with, magicians instead of con artists or con artist magicians. It's it's all flash and no substance, really. It's the perfect example of a popcorn movie. You check your money at the door, and
exactly.
You go in.
But some of it was definitely funny to me when Dave, what's his name? No, I'm saying not Dave
Franco.
Foley.
Dave
Franco was throwing the cards at him like they were swords hitting his head. I'm like, that's funny.
Well, it's funny, but it's also doable. I mean, Ricky Jay used to do shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
And hurt people?
He didn't hurt people. But he would throw cards hard enough that he could have hurt somebody. They'd stick into like walls and stuff. He really knew how to handle cards.
And where was Ricky Jay in all of this?
Oh my God, Joel, your text just came through.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
No, I got it as soon as you did it.
Where is Ricky Jay during all of this? I don't know where he was. He's dead.
Yeah.
So
They should have used him.
Maybe they did it. They
didn't have any real magicians in the movie.
No, they were not in the movie. Behind the scenes, they had what's his name?
But I think
Yeah.
right from the get-go, when she got into the tank and she couldn't get out, and you thought, oh my God, this is real. She really can't get out because it was such a long time and she was gasping. And then she shows up in the audience. You're like, okay, that right there was a clue that they're going to be fucking with you the whole time.
Yes, and that's what they did in the movie. It's a
Yeah.
continual, fucking
Yeah.
with your brain.
And that was like, that's what I'm saying. So that very first thing was a microcosm of the entire movie. You
Yeah.
should have already been thinking, wait a minute,
Huh.
they're tricking us.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I don't really have much to say about it. It's a fun movie. I've seen it before. I'm sure I'll see it again at some point. With the new movie just coming out, I do want to see that, and I'll probably watch part 2 again before I dive into part 3 just to see what's going on and remember. They're fun films. I think the Ocean's movies are a little bit more. They have a little more meat to them than this does. But I've been a fan of magic and illusion since I was a little kid, so I always love watching stuff like this and seeing how certain things are pulled off and stuff. And obviously there's a little more CGI in some of the tricks here than I'd like there to have been. But did you guys all watch the theatrical version or the extended version?
Extended.
Okay.
Where did we watch it?
If you
Where-
watched it from me, you had an option.
I didn't know there was an option.
Well, it says source Joel, so I don't know where I watched it. Where would we have watched it?
On Joel's Apple.
What?
I-
On your
On Joel's
Apple?
iTunes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's where I watched it. Anyway,
Okay. Anyway, I was just curious. It's I watched the extended version, which I'm not sure if I had actually seen before. It's about 10 minutes longer. Some of the scenes are, there's minor extensions. There's a couple of scenes that are
Hi,
actually
Dan.
replaced but serve the same purpose. But the opening to me was more interesting because in the opening you're not just seeing his hands, he's actually practicing in front of a mirror, which is what magicians do a lot. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm gonna go with 3 stars like everybody else. There's it's fun. It's a popcorn movie. Nothing else.
I had a thing to say and then I lost it when Danny walked into the frame.
I think he was still talking about the extended version.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch an extended
How
version.
long was the movie when you saw it? Was it over 2 hours or under 2 hours?
No, mine I got from the library, so it was definitely not.
I feel like
extended.
I was over 2 hours.
If it was over 2 hours, you saw the extended version.
Yeah, that's right. Because Aim, you said in the beginning that it was long. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't feel it was long. So that extra 10 minutes.
That'll do ya.
I don't know what was extended. Like I said, I've seen this like 20 times, usually with commercials and whatever, because it's one of those remote shoppers.
Well, Annie, here's a quick example that you would have noticed. The scene where they meet Morgan Freeman for the first time, in the theatrical version, they meet him in a restaurant.
Yeah.
In the extended version, they're at his offices, and he does that trick with the wine glass.
Right.
Hmm.
So you don't see that in the theatrical version.
Okay, maybe that's it, because I didn't remember that one.
That's
Still
the
don't.
big scene that I remember being very different. So, and then I had to look up all the little differences to see what else there was. So,
All right, so Annie, so remote dropper for you.
Yeah,
Not
it's
so
one
much
of
for
those
us.
fun things, It's like Joel said, it's a popcorn movie, and that's, I like watching those kind of things and not having to really think too hard. And I like Ocean's 11. I like, where you have to like you don't know what's really going on.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah, but Ocean's 11 had more of an A-list
well,
celebrity in there.
Yeah. well, and I
than
like
this
the
one.
magic part and everything. So, yeah, I definitely like Ocean's 11 more. But this is, right along in there, kind of fun to watch. And, when you first see it, you have no clue of where it's going. So,
Yeah.
I like that. So, just my kind of thing. 3.25 stars. Although I have to say that spinning around with the camera was driving me nuts too.
Thank you
You
for
agree now.
understanding.
yeah, it gets monotonous after a while.
Yeah.
And you
And
know
why-
what? I have to say this is the first time I noticed it because I'm more sophisticated and mature.
Nice.
And why has Isla Fisher not had a bigger career? Like
Isla?
she seems like it's is it Isla? Isla?
Isla.
Isla.
Isn't it Isla? Yeah.
I would assume so. It's,
Yeah.
like island, island. Yeah.
Isla Fisher. Like she's like
Yeah.
generic girl.
Yeah.
Just have her in here and
Well, I mean, generic enough that she got pregnant and they replaced her in the second movie. So
oh my gosh, she's not even in the second
she's not in
movie.
the second movie, but she's
That's
back for
funny.
the third, from what I can tell from the previews. So
Right. And
Yeah.
Dave Franco is really a cheap version of his brother. Seriously.
Well, it's also why I picked it because I saw that the third one came out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna watch that one when
I mean
I find it.
the cutest part of the third one is the title. Now you see me, now you don't. That's cute.
Isn't that the
that's what
second one?
No, they wanted to call the second one "Now You See Me, Now You Don't," but the studio overruled them because if you don't put a number in front at the end of the title, nobody's going to know it's this what sequel it is.
I feel like when I was
Right.
looking for this one, I saw Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
No, this film, the sequel is called "Now You See Me 2," except in certain European countries, it's actually called "Now You See Me: The Second Act."
Second.
Which I think is a better title than 2. I'm just tired of, slapping a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a whatever on something. So,
Joel does not like number 2.
yes, exactly. There's certain movies it works for, Godfather Part 2, but the rest of it, it's like,
Airplane, the sequel.
it's got a 2 in front of it, but that's for comedic effect. I'm talking to
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like,
I know.
Hot Shots Part 2.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Rocky
Is
2,
the third
Rocky
one
3.
streaming anywhere yet?
No, it just opened this week or last week.
It's streaming
Next week.
everywhere for $9.99. Amazon, Fandango,
one?
Apple, YouTube, all of them are
Is that
$9.99.
Now You See Me you're talking about?
Now you
Now
don't.
you don't.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got
Joel's
Oscar movies to
putting
watch.
it on
He's
his
going to have to
list.
wait.
You have too much to watch already. You got to catch up on your Oscar movies.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to make a comment about boobs so we think Mark is here?
Oh, the extended version has boobs in it.
Ah, hopefully Mark watched the extended version then.
Yeah, he probably didn't, because he would have made a comment of it in his.
Was there one scene where it was like a side view?
No, full when they're in New Orleans and the outside's the whole Mardi Gras thing going on. There was a woman that woo
Oh, I missed
Funny.
it.
saw it all.
Okay, Mark just
I
texted.
answered them.
Wait, no, he said, wait, it's funny what he said. Here.
Yeah, it
I
was.
was planning on miming originally. Damn it, Joel, I'm a doctor, not a Zoom stabilizer. That's funny. Okay, that's it for us, I guess. Now You See Me is not on your usual subscription-based streaming services, so you have to pay for it, cash money. Next week, Mark picked The Greatest Showman, and he's not even gay, from 2017, and it's on Disney Plus. That's a fun one too. I'm Frank Gaffney. Go watch a movie.
And also with you.